Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron, I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. We're looking at why to read the King James Version, and its laws pertaining to derivative works did not affect the KJV. This is on KJVtoday.net, on sites.google.com. So let's see what they mean by that. Laws pertaining to derivative works did not affect the KJV. I think you might find it interesting. By the way, thanks for being here. Modern Bible publishers are required by law to make substantial changes to revisionary works, new translations, in order to claim copyrights. To be copyrightable, a derivative work must be different enough from the original to be regarded as a new work, or must contain a substantial amount of new material. Making minor changes or additions of little substance to a preserving pre-existing work will not qualify the work as a new version for copyright purposes. And it's got a link to copyright registration for derivative work, Circular 14. I was thinking to myself, I didn't check this, but like the New Schofield Reference Bible of 67, I know the notes would be different enough, but I didn't know if the little translation differences they did. The law requires that each new version be different enough from previous versions. Thus, when a reader reads a modern translation which is bound by this law, he must second guess whether the words he's reading are in fact the most accurate way to translate this, or whether there are less accurate substitutes made in order to qualify the translation as a copyrightable work. Because it is a lot about money. By far the best-selling work in America every year are Bibles. Somewhere between 21 and 22 million Bibles sold in America every year. It's why they don't allow it on bestseller list, because it would always dominate the bestseller list. Many Bibles, like giant prints of various things and stuff, are million sellers. One giant print from Nelson is a 10 million seller. The KJV was not bound by this law. And that is copyrightable in the UK, by the way. When a reader reads the KJV, he can be confident that the translators chose the words that they did because they truly believe the words that were chose were the most accurate. 15 rules were given for translating the KJV, and some of them explicitly allowed the translators to retain existing readings that could not have been approved upon, like the Bishop's Bible being the basis. Rule 1 urged the translators to follow the Bishop's Bible with the liberty to depart from it if the original language text so allowed. I've gone through each of these 15 rules. I think you might find it fascinating, but it was years ago, but it's somewhere still on the channel. Rule 14 allowed the translators to follow other good translations where they appeared to agree better with the original languages. Such an attitude of it ain't broke, don't fix it would be impossible today with our current laws for derivative works that require change just for the sake of change, such as the ESV and the NRSV and the other ESV and the other NRSV and the other ESV are all based on the RSV. And then there was another RSV. And so they all have to be different enough to get a copyright for this. And that's the reason places like Church Bible Publishing, local Church Bible Publishing, Bearing Precious Seed, rest of the world other than the UK, and maybe Crown Colonies of the UK, the KJV is not copyrighted. So God bless you. Thanks for being with us. Things to consider here. You may want to check out our other videos here on the channel. Talk with you later. Please keep us in your prayers. Bye-bye.